Sorry, sensitive images, but in reality, it's absolutely heartbreaking.
Concerning world peace, just world peace alone, not to talk about world vegan yet. Many people kind of blame His Excellency President Trump for the delay of the peace talks with Russia. I mean, with the authority of Russia. He, the president, and his staff, his workers, his helpers, his advisors, etc., were trying and are still trying hard to bring peace into the world through Ukraine. And the Ukrainian people have nothing to do with the delay and the war from Russia. So the whole world is very, very frustrated because war affects everything, not just Russia, not just Ukraine. Now, who is to blame? In this world, we have many people, many groups, many organizations, many countries, many political systems. But apart from that, behind all that, we have other systems. Some are parallel systems that also have a great, huge effect on our world systems and wellness. We, the heavenly team, of course, including myself, have been also working side by side and above, and not just side by side, but above the system of this world, try to improve it, try to help. Not to talk about just spiritual assistance, but even political.
Please continue watching to find out more about the work of the heavenly team, the fate of many kings of different orders and gods opposed to peace, the importance of sincerity in prayer, etc. This clip will be aired with more subtitles later today. Our most cherished Supreme Master Shanghai Vegan kindly set aside time on Sunday, March 8, 2026 to speak on the topic of world peace for our global viewers. Specifically, Master clearly explained why our planet continues to have wars, the barriers to peace, and the role of the heavenly team in the process.
Hi there. Love to you, by God's grace, all the good people, good souls, and other heavenly beings in this world. Just by the way, because you were there, I just wanted to report something to our viewers, and especially my own God's disciples, concerning world peace. Just world peace alone, not to talk about world vegan yet. Many people kind of blame His Excellency President Trump for the delay of the peace talks with Russia. I mean, with the authority of Russia. The people of Russia have nothing to do with this. They don't want war. War is nothing good for them. Business and everything just went down the drain since the war began. Big companies, big investors, they all, kind of retreated from Russia and went elsewhere to make more of an economic boom for other countries. It's very sad for the people of Russia. I feel very sorry for Russians because they don't want the war, okay? So it's only some top leaders of Russia who have started and continue the war, and no matter with how much effort other leaders try to present it to the Russian leaders. Peace is still not there yet, yes. But you should not blame President Trump. Being the president of the United States of America is the toughest job you can ask yourself to be responsible for. Any other president has much hardship and trouble also, but it's less burdensome than for the President of the United States of America. He, the President, and his staff, his workers, his helpers, his advisors, etc., were trying and are still trying hard to bring peace into the world through Ukraine. And the Ukrainian people have nothing to do with the delay and the war from Russia. They never wanted this. They are peaceful folk. They mind their own business, and mostly they cultivate their farms to feed their own people and share with the world their diligence and their passion in their daily farming work. They never think of going and shooting or killing anyone. So do not blame the Russian people. Do not blame the Ureignian people. Their name is Ukraine. I changed it to Ureign. It sounds better. Like they can reign their own country. See, no need for anybody else coming and killing their people and stealing their things, etc., for whatever reason or no reason at all. Now, of course, least of all, anyone should blame President Trump. He's the most efficient, hard-working president that I think I know of. I don't know many presidents anyway. But the way we read all the reports in the news, it seems like he's the most diligent president. Okay, maybe he's a diligent president, very, very diligent president. And at least one of the most diligent, hardworking, and much top-loving presidents for his people. He tried more than his very best. So, by the way, I also thank him, President Trump, for trying so hard and shouldering so much burdensome work for the American people, as well as for needy countries in troubled waters right now, like the Ukrainian people and the Russian people. Both of these countries' citizens suffer enormously, and it shouldn't have been like this. It shouldn't be like that ever at all, because I really like the Russian people. Very straightforward. They just mind their own business. Never mind, you can't even blame any leaders. Actually, I told you already, it's just karma. It's the way we don't handle our worldly affairs very well. All of us, the citizens of this world. And many countries, including the United States, most of all, are really trying very hard to bring peace to Ukraine or Ureign, and to make peace for both countries, Russia and Ukraine. But it didn't seem to go very fast the way we want it. It doesn't seem to even guarantee that it's going to be accepted. The settlement, the agreement between the two countries. So the whole world is very, very frustrated because war affects everything, not just Russia, not just Ukraine. The economy, the convenience, the safety, everything that the human race wants to have. It seems to be sliding down more than before the war. Of course, our countries have not always been perfect the way we want because of the karma of killing. I told you already, killing the innocent, pure animal people, killing the babies, etc. Now, who is to blame? In this world, we have many people, many groups, many organizations, many countries, many political systems. But apart from that, behind all that, we have other systems. Some are parallel systems that also have a great, huge effect on our world systems and wellness. But the thing is, because we ourselves, the humans in this world, do not try hard enough to keep this world in harmony by not being compassionate, by not being the real human, humane human that we're supposed to be. We, the heavenly team, of course including myself, have been also working side by side and above, and not just side by side, but above the system of this world, try to improve it, try to help. Not to talk about just spiritual assistance, but even political, because we heaven beings cannot just stand by and look at how humans have to suffer at the hands of some lesser humans or non-humans at all, who have been trying hard to influence many of the top leaders of the world to not be in alignment together, not be peaceful together. They're trying hard to make chaos in this world. That's the way the Maya works. That's the way the illusionary force works. You say negative force. That's what they do. They enjoy chaotic situations made for people, helpless people. Even world leaders, many of them are also helpless because they don't have enough power to go against these devil systems. They have tremendous power. They have God's power, God's blessing, God's grace, God's quality within them, but it's all shut because they don't know how to open it. Or they don't believe that such things exist. They don't know how to use it anyway. So everything has to be like a bargain in chip or by violence, by troublemaking, by a strategy of how to win against the opponents or how to conquer the weaker countries, etc. Yeah. It's a pity because all humans have God's power dormant within. Only by higher evolution, a higher enlightenment, higher concentration within, inside a human so-called entity, can human understand how to deal with any situation, how to truly appreciate each other as holy entities, and how to make peace, keep peace, and help and elevate each other's status in the universe. How to realize that all are connected. I'm just talking about humans, but we are also connected with the animal people and other beings which human eyes cannot see. It's very difficult to explain these abstract things. Only when you're truly enlightened, then you can see it with your own inner eye, which is the real eye. The things we hear from the ears and the things we can see from these eyes in our physical body are not the real thing. Only when you see with your real eye, we call it the wisdom eye or the third eye. Only when we hear with the real ear, which doesn't need this physical ear to hear the real things, then we can see the real world. We know the real world. That's why since ancient times, people go search for an enlightened master, able master, who can show them the way how to connect with the real world. Now, the heavenly team, of course, including myself, have been working very hard behind your back, sorry, to deal with many problems, to untie many knots, to discuss, to initiate solutions, to lessen obstacles, yes, and to nourish more peaceful energy in this world so that peace may come and may last. We cannot truly rely on anyone except ourselves. We have to be what we want from others, but we have to have it first before others can help. The heavenly team and I, we work very hard. It's not just like sitting together in the world, leaders together or negotiations between countries or governments. No. That is just one part, small part. The greater part is the inner world. Like the team and I have to go search for the root cause, we know already. The root cause is the killing karma of this world. But then we have to seek more deeper how to discuss this with others in the universe, okay? For example, the war can even start at home. Many families are not peaceful, don't have harmony, because there are other influences around them in this world or in the universe or from the stars above. So in order to have peace, people have to live as peaceful beings. Then there will generate peaceful energy. If each one, each family generates peaceful energy together, then this world will just automatically become peaceful and we will have world peace. The peace doesn't come by just praying, but by knowing the cause of it. Like we should be vegan to stay away from killing karma. If you're killing directly or indirectly, you will have the karma of killing directly or indirectly sooner or later. To contribute to peace, we ourselves must have a peaceful life. Now, otherwise we will attract other beings who love to make war, and they have been enticing everyone to make war within friendships, within families, within the country, and between many countries. That is. So it's not just relying only on the world leaders to talk, but the heavenly team and I have to do many other things using our power as much as appropriate. And we have to talk, or we have to eliminate even some very not peaceful entities. The war alone, it didn't just begin where it started. It had deeper roots, yeah? So in order to have peace God has already given to us. It's just many obstacles are still there because we humans created bad karma. For peace to bloom, yeah? To stabilize and to last, because we have made the opposite karma of peace, the killing karma. So the heavenly team and I have to work harder than just relying on the world leaders to talk in worldly languages. We have to even eliminate many gods, many kings of different orders who are working opposite to benevolence, peace, compassion, and friendship between humans and between humans and the animal kingdom, between humans and many other entities and many other kingdoms, yeah, even the vegetable kingdom. Yeah, many fruits, many vegetables, many trees we should not cut, we should not eat, for example, like that. So slowly, at least 4 of the unpeaceful kings are already being exiled, dethroned and exiled related to their temperamental kind of behavior or their temperament. So they have to go somewhere where it's more suitable for them to know the suffering of war, for example, yeah? It's easier if humans can talk together and understand each other through human language and agree and sign, okay, tomorrow or now we have peace. And from now on, no more war. It's like the Japanese government, Prime Minister of Japan say we will never want war again. We will never want that horrible event like Hiroshima again. We will never make it again. We will never do anything to make it happen again. Something like that. It's easier for humans to do it by themselves. Otherwise, the heavens have to work harder. It's harder to work in the inner realm because of the true power, the true powers of different entities who are involved in non-peaceful activities and purpose. Even if in this world we have produced atom bombs, for example, those atom bombs can be destroyed. If that's what you want, you have the power to destroy it, and we will have no more atomic war or any other weapons. We can destroy it. But the power of the entities in the universe who are residing in this world even is there without humans seeing it. Because humans are not able to see many things or to hear many things. In this aspect, the animal people are much better than us. They can communicate without verbal language. They can see things that humans cannot see. They can hear things that humans cannot hear. They can do many things that humans cannot. Even though we are God's children, we have tremendous power within, but we don't know how to use it. From childhood on already, we have been taught anything except how to open this power again in order to use it. Even in this world, we came down to this world and we lost many abilities, including telepathy, healing power, clairvoyant power, and clairaudient power, all kinds of things that we lost. So we are fumbling around in this world, suffering a lot, just to make ends meet. Only 1% are rich, because according to Buddhism and all explanations in different religions, we know that these people are rich because they have done good things in their past lives. But only 1%, according to reports, and 99% are poor. Many of them are suffering a lot from a lack of food, lack of housing, lack of medical treatment, lack of many things, and work so hard just to make ends meet. What a poor creature we are. While we have power inside, we are rich inside, we could have anything we want, just as if we are in heaven. But no, we've been made too busy, too weak, struggling too much to survive that we have no more power, no energy left to even think of heaven or to even pray in time of need. And even if we pray and heaven tells us what to do, we don't hear anything. So we cannot change our deprived situation, weak situation, helpless situation. On top of that, we make more and more heavy karma by adding terrible karma such as murderous karma into our life, into our storage of already heavy burden karma. Then how can we blame war, blame anything that happens, unfortunate events that happen in our life? When we are in kind of a war zone without us even knowing it, by killing, eating the animal people, killing babies, or anything like that. We destroy forests and all that. We are adding bad karma into our lives. And the more we eat the animal people, the more murderous karma we will have to deal with. We just don't know. We think that, it just naturally happened that we're sick. But nowadays, many doctors have already proved to us that eating animal people is harming our health a great deal. Makes us sick and ill and weak and short-lived and all that kind of thing is already scientifically proven. And nowadays we can have all kind of communication and all kind of information on the internet, so we can find out, but still knowing we know, but acting we not. And then we suffer and have pain and blame heavens and earth or all kinds of things. And we ask God why He has let war happen. No, God doesn't let war happen. God doesn't let poverty happen. It's we who create all that. And because we don't remember our past karma, our past actions, so we even blame heaven and earth for not helping us. All this we create ourselves. But even then, heaven's also trying to help to make it not too bad. But we never know, so we don't even thank heaven or earth. We just keep blaming, complaining. Even, for example, the rainwater. It rains on the earth in order to give us water to drink. Rainwater is good, it's pure, but it even lacks you lose the blessing of the earth. Imagine that. Imagine that. So the rain is good for many things, but it doesn't have the full blessing of the earth, as if you take it from the lake or from drilling the well in the earth or from the river or even from desalinated seawater. The whole universe has to work together in order to give us everything that we use daily, all the vegetables, all the fruits, they are extremely magically powerful. But we take it all for granted. We don't even thank them. And we just destroy things that could help to grow more vegetables, more fruits for the whole world, so nobody ever has to go hungry. But many times we have abundant blessing. For example, more potatoes than we expected, more vegetables, more fruit than we have labor for. But we just throw them away. We don't even give it to the neighbors or some needy people. I'm not even blaming you. I don't mean to blame you. It's just the way it is, and for economic reasons. And also because these poor people, needy people, their karma also makes them suffer like that. So actually everything we do, we will reap the bad karma or good karma. And of course heaven can help us. But we don't even know how to connect to heaven. And heaven wants to connect to you, but you also cannot receive this connection, this blessing, and this instruction from heaven for us to get out of our poverty or our dire, needy situation. Same with war, no? Same with war. I myself feel heartbroken, very painful, seeing people suffer in war, and seeing animal people suffer also. But these are all the way this world is like that, and people don't wake up, don't improve, don't fix it. Just like if your water pipe is broken, you have to fix it. If you see the war is bad for the whole world, not just for the country involved, then you try to fix it. You have to see into the real cause of it. Praying alone doesn't help, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that. And the thing is, most of the time we pray without putting our heart into our words. We talk, we say what we want, but we don't have our heart put into the words that we say. We're not sincere, that's what it is. And to pray for world peace to happen, we have to make peace first. We have to make the merit worthy of receiving the peaceful end. I keep telling you that many times already. I don't know if one more time even make any difference to you. But it's the way it is. It's like that. We have to reap what we sow, though we don't see it because we have been blind, deaf and dumb spiritually. So we don't see the real world. We don't know the real action. We don't see the real karma, the retribution that comes after our own action. All right, so lately I told you at least 4 of the kings had been dethroned, deposed, and exiled to another planet, the brutal planet, the warring planet where they belong, where they should be, because otherwise they will make more war, more trouble in this world. But that is their thing. God, heaven team, can fight them and finally win, fine. But if humans continue their habitual, brutal way of life with no regard for the weak, the meek and the innocent, just killing them without blinking an eye, stuffing them into their mouth without considering where they came from, how much suffering, how much of an agonizing situation, how much pain it costs to the piece of dead animal people, meat that they put into their mouth, or how much suffering an innocent little baby in the womb has to endure during abortion, for example. We have tried to show it to you so that you can understand graphically, truly, how a human fetus has to suffer in order for you to be free from the gift that God gives to you. You never know what that baby might become. I told you before, he could be president, good president. He could be future benevolent king. He could be an excellent scientist, doctor, anything that may be contributing more glory and comfort to this world. But people just kill them without blinking an eye. And asking for peace comfort and terms. But then our graphic photographs or images, which are copies from the real situation, so you can see the suffering of the little innocent babies, are not allowed to even air it. I don't know why violent movies, low vibe materials are all over the world. Of course, wherever we are, with whatever company we work with, we have to abide by the company's rules, but I don't understand why. These things are not brutal, not violent intention. It is the brutal and violent situation, a real true event that has been captured by true camera to show it to people so that they reconsider their murderous actions such as abortion or killing animal people in such a, my God, I had to say, barbarous, devilish way. Many people, they eat animal meat, but they don't connect that piece of meat, clean cut, hygienically wrapped, to the suffering of the animal person from whom that piece of meat came from. And people just go for an abortion thinking, okay, it's just an injection and the baby is no more. But they don't see the actual picture of it and how it happened and how the baby tried so hard in the little womb to avoid the injection, but they could not, or to avoid the knife and the tongue, whatever. They tried to break their limbs, their arms, and all things from their whole body, breaking it apart. It is good to show it to people because the act of allowing it to be known to the public, that is the benevolent act. And it will give you big, great merit because saving lives, especially human lives, you save one life, oh, you go to heaven for sure. And eating vegan, you save, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands lives all of your lifetime. Oh, how much incredible, great merit that you earn by heaven's observation and judgment. It's very great merit you must have in order to become a human. I talk about that many times already in some of my lectures, so don't want to repeat it here. But it's like that. So if you continue eating animal, people are killing babies, even not your own baby, if you are a doctor or nurse, you partake in it, or even if you are the government and allowing it to happen, allowing people to kill their baby or help the people to kill their baby by paying for it, or helping it in any way, or doing it yourself as a doctor or nurse, or allowing people to kill animal people, to imprison animal people and killing them. These are terrible karmas. You must have very great merit in order to become a human, and healthy, happy, or rich even. You have a good family because of your past lives, great merit. But now if you kill a baby, you kill animal people directly or indirectly, all this merit will be gone and you will be in debt. So that you have to suffer exactly like the animal people suffer in the slaughterhouses. And you have to suffer just like that baby. Oh, many more fold, not just one time. Everything has interest, just like you put money in the bank, you have interest. You kill, you also have killing karma interest. We Heaven team, including myself. I am the leader of the Heaven teams who are working to save humans, to save the planet, save human souls, save human standards of quality, to remember they are God's children, they are the princes, princesses of heaven. That's our job. We are doing it very well and trying very hard. But humans themselves must also understand and accept it and return to heaven quality, including compassion, including benevolence, including being helpful to others. And above all, never murder your own children or help people to murder their children and kill innocent animal people or help to kill innocent animal people and even eating them. I just really pray that one day each and all of you will see that picture within yourself, how the karma works to make you suffer later on. Some suffer immediately. There are many true stories that people who kill dog people, to kill animal people, suffer terribly afterward and almost immediately. And some will suffer longer afterwards because they may have some great merit from the former life or lives that will protect them for a certain extent or to a certain time. But afterward, they finally will have to pay for it. Because nobody has like limitless merit that's able to protect you from your bad karma.
Our first story took place in 2019 and was shared by a lay Buddhist who witnessed the heartbreaking karmic consequences faced by a couple named Tuan and Hoa.
Tôi nghe thấy tiếng gà kêu thảm thiết, một âm thanh sắc nhọn xé toạc không gian yên tĩnh. Tôi dừng lại, bất giác nhìn sang. Anh Tuấn đứng đó, tay trái nắm chặt cổ một con gà trống lông vàng óng, tay phải cầm con dao sáng loáng. Con gà giãy giụa dữ dội, đôi cánh đập loạn xạ, nhưng chẳng thể thoát ra. Chỉ trong tích tắc, lưỡi dao liên ngang, một dòng máu đỏ tươi phụt ra, rơi xuống nền xi măng loang lổ. Tiếng kêu tắt liệm, nhưng điều khiến tôi lạnh người hơn cả là khuôn mặt anh. Không một chút cảm xúc, không một cái nhíu mày hay cái chớp mắt. Anh làm việc đó như một cái máy, như thể sinh mạng vừa bị anh tước đi chẳng đáng để bận tâm. Trong cơn mộng mị, tôi thấy mình đứng trước cửa hàng trái cây, nhưng không phải khung cảnh quen thuộc ban ngày. Trời tối đen như mực, không một bóng người. Bất chợt một con gà trống khổng lồ xuất hiện ngay giữa khoảng sân nhỏ. Nó to lớn gấp 10 lần những con gà bình thường, lông đỏ rực như lửa, đôi mắt tròn xoe sáng rực trong bóng tối, nhìn thẳng vào tôi. Tôi muốn chạy, nhưng chân như bị ai giữ chặt, không nhúc nhích được. Con gà không cục tác, không giãy giụa, chỉ đứng im, đôi mắt đỏ rực như xuyên thấu tâm can tôi. Rồi nó cất tiếng, không phải tiếng gà gáy, mà là giọng nói trầm trầm, rõ ràng như của một con người. Hắn sẽ trả giá bằng chính đôi chân của mình. Máu đã đổ, nợ phải trả.
After experiencing that strange prophetic dream, the lay Buddhist could only silently pray for Tuan to awaken before it was too late. But when karma has fully ripened, its consequences inevitably follow. In the winter of 2023, Tuan suffered a serious accident while on his way to deliver chicken people to a customer.
Anh Tuấn nằm trên giường bệnh, mặt tái nhợt, đôi chân băng kính nhưng vẫn loang lổ máu đỏ thấm qua lớp vải trắng. Bác sĩ nói với tôi rằng anh bị gãy xương đùi nghiêm trọng, cuộc sống cũng tổn thương nặng. Họ đã cố gắng phẫu thuật, nhưng khả năng anh đứng dậy được gần như không còn. Anh bị liệt từ thắt lưng trở xuống, có lẽ mãi mãi.
One day, overwhelmed by guilt and remorse, Tuan expressed a desire to meet the lay Buddhist.
Chú, tôi sai rồi, anh nói, nước mắt lăn dài trên má. Tôi không nên giết chúng, không nên xem thường nhân quả. Giờ tôi tin rồi, nhưng muộn quá rồi. Đêm qua, tôi mơ thấy một người đàn ông mặc áo đen, mặt không rõ, đứng ở góc phòng. Ông ta không nói gì, chỉ tay xuống chân tôi, rồi cười. Tiếng cười đó không giống người, nó vang vọng như từ dưới đất lên. Rồi ông ta nói, đây mới chỉ là khởi đầu, máu chưa đủ, nợ chưa xong. Tôi giật mình tỉnh dậy, nhưng cái lạnh từ giấc mơ ấy vẫn bám lấy tôi, như có thật. Tôi nắm tay anh, cố nói bằng giọng bình tĩnh, anh Tuấn, giờ anh đã nhận ra, vẫn chưa muộn đâu. Anh hãy thành tâm sám hối, niệm Phật cầu xin tha thứ. Những gì anh gieo, anh phải trả, nhưng lòng ăn năn có thể hóa giải phần nào. Anh lắc đầu, nước mắt rơi nhiều hơn. Chú không hiểu đâu, tôi cảm thấy nó rồi. Cái chết không phải là hết. Tôi sợ kiếp sau còn tệ hơn bây giờ. Tôi giết bao nhiêu con gà, tôi nợ bao nhiêu mạng, làm sao trả hết được. Con vàng bị trói chặt vào gốc dừa, 4 chân quấn dây thừng, cổ siết chặt khiến nó run bần bật, như một sinh linh biết trước số phận. Đôi mắt tròn xoe của nó đỏ que, nhìn 5 gã như gian xin. Cái đuôi cụp xuống. Tí đen dung dao, lưỡi thép chém phập xuống cổ con chó. Máu đỏ tươi phun ra như suối, bắn vào bát sứ cũ kỹ Tư Lùn đang hứng, loang đỏ nền đất khô cằn. Con giàng giãy giụa, đôi mắt mở trừng trừng, ánh lên tia oán hận, như muốn khắc sâu vào tâm trí 5 gã. Tí đen nâng ly, giọng ngông nghênh vang lên, như một vị vua đang tuyên chiến. Cạn ly đi, anh em. Thịt chó mùng 1, vía đỏ cả năm, quỷ thần gì tao cũng không sợ. Đêm ấy, cả làng giật mình vì tiếng chó chu kéo dài, não nề, vang vọng từ cánh đồng ra tận bờ sông. Không phải một con, mà như hàng chục con cùng chu, lúc gần, lúc xa, như gọi hồn trong bóng tối. Trẻ con khóc thét, người già run run lẩm bẩm kinh Phật. Tư Lùn, kẻ mồm mép nhất bọn, bắt đầu sợ hãi sau cái đêm tiếng chó chu vang khắp làng. Hắn mơ thấy con giàng, cổ rỉ máu, mắt đỏ rực, đứng trước cửa nhà, nhìn hắn chằm chằm. Đêm mùng 2, Tư Lùn không ngủ nổi. Hắn ghé mắt qua khe cửa, chết điếng khi thấy bóng chó đen to lớn, mắt đỏ như than hồng. Hắn hét lên, lao ra sân, định chạy sang nhà hàng xóm. Nhưng vừa ra khỏi ngõ, một chiếc xe ba gác từ đâu lao tới, nhanh như một cơn gió chết chóc, cán qua người hắn. Ba Mập, sau cái chết của Tư Lùn, bắt đầu mất ăn mất ngủ, như một kẻ bị bóng ma ám. Đêm mùng 3, hắn quyết định không ngủ ở nhà, chạy sang nhà người bà con tá túc ở cuối làng. Nhưng nửa đêm, tiếng chó chu vang lên ngay sát cửa sổ, như gọi tên hắn, não nề và đáng sợ. Hắn run rẩy, ôm chăn, lẩm bẩm, giọng nghẹn ngào, tao xin, tao không dám nữa. Bỗng, một tiếng rắc khô khốc từ mái nhà, như cành cây gãy. Hắn lao ra sân, định chạy về nhà mẹ. Nhưng vừa ra đường, một chiếc xe tải mất lái từ đâu lao tới, cán qua người hắn. Hai rô, sau cái chết của Ba Mập, hoảng loạn tột độ. Nhưng đêm mùng 4, tiếng chó chu vang lên từ bụi chuối sau nhà, não nề, như gọi hồn. Hắn dung dao chém vào bóng tối, nhưng dao gãy đôi, rơi xuống đất, vang tiếng khô khốc, như một lời cảnh báo từ cõi âm. Hắn chạy ra bờ sông, định trốn vào thuyền chài, nghĩ rằng nước sẽ xua đi oan hồn. Nhưng vừa bước lên cầu tre, cầu gãy, hắn ngã xuống sông, bị cánh quạt thuyền chém vào cổ. Năm Sẹo, kẻ lì lợm nhất bọn, cố tỏ ra không sợ, nhưng trong lòng hắn, nỗi sợ đã len lỏi. Đêm mùng 6, trời mưa lất phất. Năm Sẹo quyết định rời làng, nghĩ rằng trốn đi xa sẽ thoát khỏi lời nguyền. Dưới cơn mưa lạnh, hắn nghe tiếng chu từ bụi rậm, cười khẩy, giọng đầy thách thức, chó quan hả, tao bắt mày về thịt. Hắn lần theo tiếng chu, càng đi sâu, mưa càng nặng hạt. Trước mặt là một gốc dừa to, cành lá tùm. Dưới gốc, con giàng ngồi im, lông ướt sũng, mắt đỏ rực, lưỡi thè ra nhỏ máu. Năm Sẹo chết lặng, tim đập thình thịch. Con giàng chu lên, âm thanh xé óc, vang vọng khắp khu rừng, như một lời nguyền cuối cùng. Hắn lao ra đường, định chạy về làng, nhưng một chiếc xe máy từ đâu lao tới, cán qua người hắn. Tí Đen, kẻ cuối cùng còn sống, giờ đây sống trong sợ hãi tột độ. Hắn quỳ xin, giọng nghẹn ngào, như một kẻ mất hồn, cứu con sai rồi, con không dám nữa. Đêm mùng 7, hắn quyết định đi xe ra miếu nhỏ ven sông, quỳ trước bàn thờ, thắp nhang, khấn, giọng run run, con sai rồi, con xin sám hối. Con giàng, mày tha cho tao. Trên đường về, một chiếc xe ba gác từ đâu lao tới, tông vào xe hắn. Tí Đen ngã giật ra, máu chảy đầm đìa, nhưng sống sót.
Trước kia, con chưa tu hành theo sư phụ, con là ngư dân làm biển, con đã sát hại vô số chúng sinh ở dưới nước. Và thời gian lâu dài khi con vẫn còn trẻ, chỉ trên 25 tuổi, đã mắc nhiều chứng bệnh đều liên quan đến việc ăn động vật, như bệnh viêm xoang mãn tính, tim mạch, đau nhức xương khớp, thoát vị đĩa đệm, chứng sợ hãi, Lúc đó con vô cùng đau đớn, con đi nhiều bác sĩ chữa trị cũng không hết. Đến một ngày, anh trai con đã tu hành theo sư phụ, khuyên con hãy bỏ nghề sát sinh, ăn thuần chay và tu hành. Nghe lời anh trai, con ăn thuần chay và đọc sách sư phụ. Rồi sau một thời gian, con được sư phụ truyền pháp vào ngày 1 tháng 11 năm 2014 và tu pháp môn Quán Âm đến nay. Bệnh tình con dần dần thuyên giảm và hết luôn. Giờ con khỏe mạnh bình thường. Tình thương và trí huệ của con đều phát triển. Con xin phép kể một thể nghiệm với sư phụ. Có một lần trong lúc ngồi thiền, con bỗng thấy trên bụng con nổi lên những mụn đỏ và chúng từ từ nở to ra. Và con kinh ngạc khi thấy nhiều sinh vật từ đó chui ra như người thân mực, bạch tuộc, cá con vân vân, rất là đau đớn. Có nhiều con lại không chịu chui ra, nên con dùng tay kéo chúng ra khỏi thân thể của con từng con một. Lúc đó, con đau nhức không thể nào tả xiết, và khi chúng đã ra hết, con cảm thấy rất dễ chịu. Con thầm hiểu rõ là khi con theo sư phụ tu hành pháp môn Quán Âm, sư phụ đã lãnh vô số nghiệp quá khứ và còn hóa giải định nghiệp cho con, mà đáng lẽ con phải trả trong nhiều kiếp. Ngài đã rút ngắn những nghiệp quả này vào trong một buổi thiền định để cơ thể con khỏe mạnh hơn và có thể tiếp tục tu hành thăng hoa. Và nhờ lực lượng của sư phụ xuyên qua thân thể con trong lúc thiền định, những chúng sinh mà con từng sát hại đã tha thứ cho con và chui ra khỏi người con. Con xin cảm ơn sư phụ nhiều lắm vì đã cứu con thoát khỏi vô minh ở thế gian này.
我有一个亲戚，他打了第二剂 COVID-19 疫苗后突然发病，他患严重的膀胱尿道炎，看了好多个医生都查不出是什么细菌，无法对症开药。他很痛苦，也无法上班。我打坐的时候，看到他从尿道吐出鸡族人的骨头及羽毛，原来是吃肉的果报。鸡族人回来报仇。
我曾鼓起勇气向无上师电视台报告了一则新生，有一天看到播出了。令我没有想到的是，师父在百忙之中也为我留言，非常非常温柔的爱，无法言说。对了，师父给我的话语里强调了纯素的重要性。我赶紧查找了屠宰场注册名录。令我惊讶的是，屠宰场最集中在灾害多的地方。
爸爸以前是非常爱吃动物族人肉的人，在他39岁时，有尼师劝他40岁要开始吃纯素，他非常不满意这个建议。尽管他40岁后家里生意渐渐不好，他也要每餐吃很多动物族人肉。到他68岁，人间福报用完后开始生病，他才惊觉人生不一样了。我们都劝他吃纯素，他不情愿，但为了救命，他只好试着吃起纯素来。吃纯素让他的疗程顺利很多。
etc.
All right, that should be the answer for you that you asked me. Why does God let war happen? And why does peace take so long, despite all the great leaders of the world trying hard to negotiate the warfare, the war game, to make the situation peaceful and livable again, make the world or the countries have peace and decent life again? I do not really want to talk too much like this because you might think I want to want to convert you into my discipleship. No. I have told you many times, I introduced to you many other faiths, many other faith organizations, many belief systems. I have introduced them to you, what I know already. But I still feel like many of you don't understand yet, so I was trying to talk again and again, despite that I don't really like to. I would really love just to have a peaceful life, a normal life like everybody, with my normal spiritual practice until God allows me to go home. But I cannot always keep quiet, seeing people suffering in ignorance, and their ignorance is truly causing them pain and suffering in this lifetime and after in hell. And after hell, continue, maybe become a human, an animal person, and suffer again and again and again, never getting out of the cycle. All this makes me sleepless. I cry a lot. So I still try to remind you. Hopefully some people, some of you will understand and will try to return to the true human standards, a measure by all heavens and even hell. Even the Maya, if you are virtuous, you are moral, they don't dare even go near to let you see them. Not to talk about harming you or taking you to hell, no. But if any of the humans lack morals, lack virtues, even in thinking only, then they have a chance to come to you and harm you and make you become worsen your defense and your willpower. Because when you're thinking or when you are doing things that are not heaven-like, that are hell-like, then you lower your vibration, your standard of worth. You will become like them, like a hell person or like a devil, like evil or like very undignified entity. You're not a heavenly being. You're not qualified to be worthy as a human even. Then when the devils see that, they know you've fallen, then they can come to you with their subordinates, torment you, or make you become worse and worse in decent moral and virtue standards. That's how they can harm you. So please, always keep your mind, keep your thoughts, your speech, and your bodily actions pure, simple. Yeah, no harmful thoughts toward anybody, and above all, don't partake of any of this murderous energy from animal people, meat. Then you'll be safe. You don't have to follow me. Just follow the moral rule of this world. Just do good things so that you earn more good merit. In this physical world, everything you want, you have to earn it. Even if you came from the highest heaven, once you are here, because you own it. You own it to this world that you eat their food. So you must pay. So if you do your work to earn your living, you help others, then you're not in debt. But still, if the world is full of chaos and trouble, you might have to partake in some of this collective karma. So in order to avoid all that, keep yourself clean, keep yourself morally fit. Whatever good, you do it right away. Whatever bad, avoid. And always pray to God to ask for protection, for love, for forgiveness. Then you'll be fine. You don't have to follow me or anyone. If your human standard is good, solid, then you're fine. You can be reborn again as a human and have all the merit with you so that you might become rich, famous, loved, and have peace in your family, in your life, and in your country. I hope some of you listen. Some of you who are really human, who have a soul worthy of a human. But of course there are many who will not listen because they are not human, they don't have souls. They are from the negative force or they are devils themselves. So if you see people are like that, try to avoid them as much as you can. And if you have to be with them, pray to God, okay? Pray to heaven to protect you. All right, that's it for now. I love you all, and I pray to God to be lenient with you, forgive you, and bless you, love you, and show you the way. If you come to me, of course, I'm willing to always help you spiritually. But if you don't come, then please take care of yourself. Pray to God all the time, whenever you can. And be a good person, help others. Not harming anyone is better. Just remember, don't harm even a worm, okay? All right? May God bless us all, forgive us all, and guide us all back to the real, true, wonderful, splendid, carefree, peaceful, blissful home. Amen. We thank you, Lord, for your generosity, your love, and your compassion for us. May you be also free, my Lord, from suffering, because humans are your children, and when they have done wrong, they go to hell, you suffer. I'm doing my best to lessen that for you, you know that. And it's much, much less now. I will continue. I don't just help humans or animal people. You know that. I'm trying also to minimize, lessen, or completely nullify your suffering. May you help me to do whatever you want me to do. My Lord, my Mapa, mother and father, so loving, so compassionate, so kind, so forgiving. Thank you, Mapa. For Mapa, we have to say, we thank you, my precious Mapa, most precious Mapa, most beloved Mapa, mean Mama and Papa.
Most treasured Master, it is so very gracious of you to answer profound questions in our hearts, such as those about war and peace. Your loving reminder that we must always honor the sanctity of human and animal people lives to uplift our planet's current state is incredibly precious. It is hoped all world leaders and their co-citizens now heed Master's clarion call to lead lives focused on God and virtue. May Master always be in safety and serenity in the infinite love of the three most powerful and all saints and sages. This clip will be aired with more subtitles later today. Please tune in on Wednesday, March 18th on Between Master and Disciples for the broadcast of this message with more subtitles. Also, for your reference, please check out the previous related Between Master and Disciples messages, such as "End this hidden war, then all wars will end, achieve real lasting world peace. The King of Peace and the King of Victory's gratitude. The almighty grace of the Trinity most powerful and the beneficent force of prayers, repentance, and being vegan in safeguarding our world. How easy to save yourself. The simple little screw that can save our home planet, etc." To view these and more related Between Master and Disciples messages, all free for download, please visit suprememastertv.com and search for War Happen.